What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another edition of Axe Creation. And on this beginner guitar lesson, we're going to take a look at some simple power chords, palm muting, and down picking. I have a couple of lessons on this channel devoted to my beginners out there, and a lot of them focus on simple strumming patterns on open position chords, or picking those chords out. And we haven't really dealt with any kind of like beginner rock lessons. Alright, so that's what this one's going to focus on. Right, you just got your guitar and you want to learn how to rock, or you want to play some metal. This is a good place to start, okay? And there's a couple of things that we need to know that can kind of help you make some early progress. One of those is palm muting and power chords, and learning the fretboard with both of those things, okay? So we are in standard tuning, okay? And we're going to learn, I guess you can say that if you play metal or rock, everything we do, a lot of it, is based off of our lowest note. And in this case, it's our low E. So the very first power chord you should learn, apart from learning, say, an open position, is E, right? So you have your low string open, second fret on the A string. Okay? And if you want to bar a little bit, 0-2-2, you can do that as well, because the power chord is made up of a root note, a note 5 notes away, 5, a fifth, ooh, right, a root, a fifth, and an octave, which is why if you're looking, Ultimate Guitar and you're looking at tabs and you see E5 and G5 and A5, you're like, hey, great, what's that 5 stand for? Well, that's what it's telling you. The notation is telling you play an E and a fifth, all right? Kind of unnecessary, but that, that's to know that, but that's why it's labeled like that. So to learn our fretboard and power chords, right, we can learn this E chord, and if we take that finger, our first finger that's playing that fifth string, and slide it up to the 7th position and play 2 frets higher with our ring finger on 9, that's how we play a fifth or a power chord. That as well is an E. Right, so right away, now we've learned an E power chord and an octave higher. Right, so now we can start making those kind of connections, where if I play 7-10, it's the same thing as going 0-3, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, again, it's good to kind of practice those kind of ideas. One, it's simple, and two, you're kind of learning frets and positions around the fretboard, okay? So the second thing we kind of have to do to bring that to life, these are kind of go hand in hand, and that's down picking and palm muting, okay? For those of you who are unfamiliar, palm muting, we're going to use the pinky side of our palm that sits on the guitar when we play, and right where the string leaves the saddle of the bridge, that's where we want to rest our hand. And what that does is it mutes the string without deadening the string. Okay? So if I can play a power chord open, or I can mute it, right? And that's how you get that crunch. And if I just hit it once, you should hear it ring out. Really great sound, and you have to be able to have that in control to play a lot of the heavier music. Okay? So something that goes hand in hand with that is down picking, or just creating some forward momentum, right? Not about down picking everything. That's not what it's about. It's just about, that's how you can kind of create that driving feel, that forward momentum, right? If I were just to go, right? Which one sounds like you're kind of moving forward? You got the drive forward, and that's what that comes with, okay? So it's a great practice you know, to sit there and go. Right? Not only are we working on palm muting or down picking, but we're also working on accenting notes, which is also very important, right? Accenting notes in this case is just lifting the palm, right? You don't have to lift up your hand completely, but just a little bit where it's not muted anymore, okay? So we can do 4 open and 4 muted. And that's going to help you bring dynamics into whatever simple idea you're playing. All right? So those are some my beginner rock tips for everybody. Learn. We did the E, we did the G note, the 3rd fret, right? We can go down, maybe outline a pentatonic scale, right? On our A string 7/5, on our low string 7/5/3 open. Right? And when you're centering everything around E, you can kind of hear the push and the pull, right? So play 7, 5, 7, 10. And over time, listen to it carefully and you can hear how those notes want to push or pull to and from the E. Right? It kind of resolves up to that E. Right? Really fun stuff to experiment with. And you know, when we first start out, we can't play whole songs. We probably can't play the metal that we want to, but we can play some simple rock, some simple punk. Gives us a great idea of how to move these power chords around. Right? Palm muting, down picking, dynamics, right? Working on getting that crunch, working on creating forward momentum. Okay? So I'll tab out some ideas for you guys out there. So I didn't really give you any solid examples. I just talked about a lot of stuff. You can find the link for that down in the description below, either a PDF or Guitar Pro. Okay? I try to do these beginner lessons at least 1 time a month. Leave me some comments below. My beginners out there who are catching this, let me know what you'd like to see. Okay? As always, let me know what you come up with, and until then, I'll see you next time. Thanks a lot.